All right, this game's going to start from a team from Clarkson, Michigan, HEA Firebirds, and the Southern Missouri Rush from right here in Southern Missouri. Hopefully this game will be a great rock and roll game, because at least maybe Michigan wants to, because one of their famous residents was Kid Rock. So
wow.
Kid Rock is from Clarkson, Michigan. There's a couple other really famous people that we'll hopefully get to during this game. But here we go. Take it, Paul and CJ.
Welcome to the Evangel Ashcroft Center. Rush win the tip. First shot no good as the Firebirds quickly come back the other way. That shot is going to be no good, but a foul is going to be called, as that was Gabe Weisbrod, who jumped up and connected with Noah Schwenk. So Schwenk's going to go to the free throw line looking to get the Firebirds on the board. We want to thank you for joining us on this broadcast, whether you're from Michigan, Missouri, or anywhere else. First free throw no good. Rush are in the electric blue uniforms with the white lettering and black numbers, while the Firebirds are in a white uniform with the red and white trim and red numbering. Schwenk goes 1 of 2.
We've had 2 really good games to start the morning off here at Evangel University. Both games saw teams with big leads, but then the opponents really claw back, really made for 2 exciting finishes. Time to see if we can get a 3rd exciting finish here with HEA and the Rush.
That foul was called on Asher, his first. He's got the difficult task of guarding Jace Allen, the Heartland Region MVP. That ball's knocked out of bounds, but it'll stay with Springfield.
I got to see HEA yesterday, and Roman Opsimer really had a great game.
And Allen uses his body to create the space underneath, and he gets the first basket of the day for Rush.
A little 1-3-1 half-court defense by the Rush. Great length on the floor for the Rush. And jumping for the ball there.
Opsimer in the corner for 3, and that's good. All-American showing his caliber early on, and it's a 4-2 lead quickly for the Firebirds.
Yeah, the Rush are going to have to figure him out. He's very good off the 3. Hit a couple of them yesterday in the first game.
That ball's tipped and stolen away, and then Opsimer's able to get it up ahead.
That is just a heads-up basketball play right there. So the HEA Firebirds are gonna attack this 1-3-1 with a big box. Idea is to get the ball in the middle. They tried that, poked away.
Jacob Gillen works it over to Brady Bishop, the other All-American from this Rush team.
And Jace Allen has position down there, but they can't get him the ball. Now they will.
That's the second straight time that entry pass has been tipped away.
Allen's got the position. Oh, step back 3.
Opsimer, another 3. That one too strong. Allen rips down the rebound. And CJ, I feel like sometimes there's a lost art of the bounce entry pass.
Yeah, sometimes in PGC, one of our sponsors here for the tournament, they'll talk about this. Fake a pass to make a pass. And sometimes what you've got to do is pump that high to your interior player and then go low. And the bounce pass is definitely something that is a lost art. Some coaches don't even teach the bounce pass. And while maybe it's not used often, there are moments for it.
That 3-pointer is good for Bishop.
Nice 3 right there. Great form. So now, if you're the Firebirds, I want to get that ball on the baseline to Roman Opsimer.
That 3-pointer on the way from Asher, no good. Rebound is corralled by Josh Graves. And now Rush come the other way, leading 5-4.
One of the weaknesses.
That's a double dribble.
Yeah. One of the weaknesses to a 1-3-1 defense is defensive rebounding, because you've got your players spread out. So it's really important, if you're the Rush, to be focused on the boards, right? Same thing goes, though, for the Firebirds, you've got to know that this can be a very a defense that can struggle against the glass, so you've got to have the mindset to go after your second chance opportunities. If you get stuck shooting the threes, because the 1-3-1 allows for more three-point shots, if you get stuck doing that, you sometimes get stuck where you don't even go attack the glass, and you've got to attack the glass.
And that ball's knocked away, ultimately ends up in the hands of Rush. And that's Bishop on the weak side who comes in for the layup. And just like that, it's 7-4.
Been very impressed with how the Rush run the floor. That was a great heads-up play there by Jacob Gillen to hit Bishop for the layup.
And CJ, you mentioned the box play that HEA is running as a three-pointer in the corner is drilled by Schwenk. And one thing that I was always curious about is I was coached that whenever you're in that offensive possession, you don't need to stand so far out. You're not even a threat when you're that far out from the three-point line. So I would like to see the Firebirds players kind of come in a little bit more on that box play.
Yep. You may start out from distance in order to make those first one or two passes, but the whole idea of that offense should be to shorten that 1-3-1 and make it tighter and tighter and tighter. The way you're going to beat the 1-3-1 is on the baseline, unless you're a lights-out three-point shooting team. If you're a lights-out three-point shooting team, you can shoot them out of it pretty quickly. And right now they've got 2 threes, so we'll see how long the Rush stay in that 1-3-1, because if you've got Noah Schenk and Roman Opsimer hitting threes on you from the corners, it's going to make for a long day defensively.
Substitution for the Firebirds as Caleb Copeman checks in.
Copeman was so impressive for the 18U team for HEA yesterday morning. So it'll be interesting to see how he plays at the 16U level here. If he can play with that kind of skill that he did in the 18U game, he's going to have an impact in this game.
And Bishop working inside to Allen, who's now quadruple teamed. Good job by the Firebirds to recover defensively.
And it's good offense right now. Great defense too. I mean, the defense is really forcing them out. Double team on the big man. Push it out.
Bishop short on that three. Good job by Opsimer.
Bishop is not afraid to shoot the three with a hand in his face. He's done it twice now. He made the first one.
Firebirds also doing a good job of pump faking and getting good looks. Copeman is good for 3.
Yeah, so that was a great offensive possession. They crossed court a couple times, right? You get that defense shifting back and forth. You go high, then you hit the baseline low. That's 3 corner threes now for HEA. At some point, the Rush are going to have to figure out, if we're going to stay 1-3-1, we've got to get to the corners with a baseline defender.
And not only that, but that's all of the field goals that HEA has so far. 3 threes and 3 free throws, and they lead 12-7.
Offensively, I think you got to try and find your All-American down there.
Now Bishop does get it to Allen. He turns, puts it up, and that's good.
Yeah. He has the position. They just haven't figured out how to get him the ball. They figure that out. He can go to town.
Firebirds once again working against this 1-3-1 zone, and like you mentioned, CJ, it seems like it's kind of tightened up a little bit now. Not as extended.
Yeah, not as extended. They're really making these wings work. Good ball movement. There it is. There it is, right there. That is how you beat a 1-3-1 textbook offense from the Firebirds.
45 seconds left to go in the first period of play.
And that doesn't mean that the Rush are playing bad defense, by the way. It's just the 1-3-1 has so many gaps that it takes quick ball movement and hitting those gaps with the ball quickly, and that's what the Firebirds are doing. So an adjustment will have to be made by the Rush at some point. We'll see how long they go. But right now, just keep feeding the big man. Just feed him.
And they do feed Allen once again as he muscles his way in for another basket.
He might not have a significant height advantage, but his body size is an advantage. And just keep feeding him. He's getting the position. If you're the Firebirds having to defend that, you got to get in front.
And Copeman hits the side of the backboard, gets it back out top, and that's going to do it for our first period of play, as after 7, we have the HEA Firebirds 14, Southern Missouri Rush 11. Second quarter action and more after this intermission.
When my body needs relief, I real-time it. I'd like to introduce you to my knockout pain formula, real-time pain relief. It's soothing lotion, it's rich in nature's ingredients, and helps me manage discomfort day or night. And it smells great too.
As we get
From
ready
muscle
to start
strains
the
to
second
soreness,
period
to simple backaches and arthritis.
here at
Real-time.
Evangel University between HEA Firebirds and the Southern Missouri Rush. I almost said Mississippi. Southern Missouri Rush. I wanted to talk about possibly another famous person from this nice Detroit suburb. Can you guess who that might be? Who would be a famous person which you would think would come from a suburb of Detroit?
Oh. I think Detroit, and I think Isaiah Thomas, but.
Oh, so you're thinking basketball.
Yeah.
I'm thinking automobiles.
Oh, yeah.
Henry Ford is from the same city that the HEA Firebirds are from, Clarkson. But yes, you are in the right mindset. See, that's not what I'm paid to do.
By the way, that was a great movie they made on Ford.
That three-pointer in and out from Copeman somehow ends up back with the ball. That ball nearly tipped and stolen away by Graves. And I think last touch by the Firebirds.
A little more active defense there with the hands for the rush. That definitely, I think, played a role right there on that possession.
That time they get it into Allen as he goes past his knockdown teammate.
The Firebirds, they don't have an answer right now for Jace Allen. And now that the rush figured out get him the ball, he scored 6 points in a row for them.
And he has 8 points total in the game to keep the rush in it as they now trail just by 1.
So now what you're seeing with the rush defensively, they're taking their wings and they're dropping them down, trying to take away the corner three, and they do that and they get the steal.
And now great bounce pass underneath. Might have been
a little
hit
too
somewhere
short
along the way, a little bit too low for Allen. He can't bring it up. And now the Firebirds come back the other way.
So now if you're the Firebirds, you've been hitting the corners, you got to hit the middle now. You've got to some way get the ball into the middle into Jonah Heim and let him turn and look at the basket. That'll free up that baseline again. But Jace Allen is playing great defense right there. He's really keeping them from hitting that. Roman's trying to sink in behind the defense, not there. So this is a great defensive adjustment that the Rush have made.
That shot by Copeman, no good. Rebound pulled down by Allen.
Yeah, just three really good defensive stops now for the Rush. Interesting that they've got. Oh, there's Bishop.
And he knocks down the triple, and he's going to be going to the line.
So it looks like. Did they call that on Copeman or?
No, I think they called it. I think they called it on Delane.
Well, by the way, he looks like he got hit when he comes down.
Yeah.
He's going to need some real-time pain relief that they can find on Amazon. If you're in pain, go to realtimepainrelief.com.
So now the Rush will choose their free throw shooter, and that's going to send Weisbrod to the line to shoot the and one from Bishop's three-point connection, and he's over on the sidelines. He's trying to walk it off.
Yeah, his landing, he came down, I think, on Parker Delane's foot. And, I mean, that could be a big loss for the Rush because he's got 2 threes.
Well, the good thing about these feature courts and some of our other courts here in Springfield is we've got a trainer on site. So immediately that trainer went to go find Bishop and tend to him and make sure that he's getting some treatment. They're heading over to the athletic table. So hopefully that won't be the last we see of Bishop. But that did give the Rush the lead back 17-14 on that 4-point play.
Rush they've done a great job of just adjusting their defense and then going to their strength. Their strength is Jace Allen.
Speaking of Allen, they work it inside to him, and he's got that inside-outside connection as he's roaming the paint.
Great defense there by the Firebirds, trying to keep the ball out of the paint.
Also, seems like a good job by Allen making sure that he's not getting a 3-second violation as he puts in his 10th point of the game. So double digits early on in the first half for Jace Allen.
Ryan Asher was down there. He was literally hugging Jace Allen, trying to keep him from getting the ball, and he still scored. So there's going to be an adjustment there that the Firebirds now are going to have to make to try and keep the ball out of his hands.
That three-pointer attempt is no good.
I think
Time was able to save it.
That's the first three-point attempt in a couple minutes for the Firebirds.
That three-point no good from Copeland. Allen pulls down the board.
So if you're the Rush, just let your big man get down there. He's got the mismatch. He's going to set a screen. Oh, back door. Look at that.
Wow, what a feed.
Look at that.
What a feed from Gillen down low to Weisbrod.
Man, we saw it happening right here. Beautiful, beautiful pass. Way to see it.
And then Copeland the other way. Barrels into Gillen, who's called for the foul, his second of the game. And that's going to send Copeland to the free throw line. Or excuse me, that's Parker Delange.
Yeah, great aggression there by Parker. And, you know, if you're the Firebirds, you like that because you're going to get a point here off the free throw. Well, hopefully you're going to get a point here. You just want to see the ball go through the hoop. That's all you want to see.
Noah Schrenk checks back in.
The question now is, who is going to guard Jace Allen for the Firebirds?
Second free throw is good for Delange.
It looks like they're going to have Roman Opsimer.
And that ball is ripped away by Delange. And then a reach-in foul on Jacob Gillen. That's his third of the first half. He's going to have to take a seat.
Yeah, you don't really like that. Come from behind, try to tip it out. If you get beat, you get beat. Trust your teammates to get back and protect you. So many fouls are called just from you getting beat and then trying to come from behind and poke it. All right, so now let's see what the Firebirds do against this 1-3-1. They have not been able to get a good three opportunity.
Back to Opsimer for three. That's in and out.
That was
Rebound
the first really good opportunity right there. And I know it didn't go in, but you have to feel good with the Firebirds getting a clean look at the basket, which is what they needed. And now to get Allen back into the post. Interesting that he's playing out at the wing after dominating in the paint. That's how the offense is set, though.
Now he's back down low.
Moving away from the ball. I'd like to see him come back to it.
It seems like they're running more of a 5-out kind of set now.
Yeah, definitely going away from punching it in. And, you know, you definitely want an offense that gets your entire team involved. I think that's what great teams do. I think it's also opportune times out there as a coach when you know you have an advantage, sometimes you just need to feed your advantage.
So that ball was tipped out, but it'll stay with the Rush as we approach the 2-minute mark of the half. Rush leading by 6, 21-15. Out to Allen.
See, they can guard Allen when he's playing outside, but they don't have an answer for him on the inside. So right now, I think this is advantage HEA defensively. And they're doing a great job of keeping the ball out of the middle on the penetration, really forcing the Rush to have to move it. Good hands right there by Opsimer.
Allen had it poked away, and like you mentioned, CJ, it seemed like with Allen out on the perimeter, there's a bit more of a struggle for them to figure out how to score.
It's not necessarily stagnant, but it's stale, right? They're able to pass the ball, but they're not able to get into the paint and do anything with it.
Yeah, there's not really a lot of threat to their offense currently.
The Firebirds is doing a great job of clogging that middle on the drive.
And that time Opsimer was able to bring down the rebound before the over-the-back foul was called. That was Hildebrand with the foul.
A couple of really good defensive stops now for the Firebirds. A minute 12 to go. You're down 6. You're okay if you go into the third period down 6, but you would like to get a 3 before the end of this period, just because you know you're good from there. You'd like to see it go in again. Kickball.
Kickball as Weisbrod was able to get his foot into the passing lane. A minute and 2 seconds left for the Firebirds to try to cut back into this deficit before the half.
So they've got Opsimer and Coatman low. I like Coatman low. He's wide open. Man, the defender for the Rush, Josh Graves, lost Coatman for a moment there, but the Firebirds didn't see him.
Now both teams struggling to attack offensively.
Yeah, that's not what you want. You don't want. Oh, wow. Right there, Noah Schenk
was able to put it in.
Yeah, you don't really want to be standing on that 1-3-1. You want to keep that ball moving. Now, if you're the Rush, I mean, I'd say go back to Allen, but he keeps ending up on the perimeter. So they're playing for the final shot here. When you're playing for the final shot, you want it to be a very good look. And I'm one that likes to keep the ball moving. With 10 seconds, I want to go, like right now. I want to be attacking. You want the opportunity to get an offensive rebound and a putback if you miss the shot. But now with 6.7 left, you're going to draw up a play, probably some sort of screen action, I would imagine, out, behind the three-point line, try to get something going to the bucket, or a screen to free up a shooter. So you can still get your opportunity for an offensive rebound if you can free up that shooter for a quick open look and have your guys attack the glass.
Well, like you mentioned, CJ, I'm surprised as well that Allen has not been involved down in the post in the last several possessions for the Rush. Again, I'm not certain if it's designed that way or if he's just needing a little bit of a breather from battling down low, but certainly has been the catalyst for the Rush offense. He's got 10 points in the first half, and it seems like the last several possessions he has not had the same opportunity to even get a shot up down low playing. He's been setting screens, he's been involved in the offense, but not exactly the same level of involvement that you would want, and good to see Brady Bishop back in the game, even if it's just for the final 6 seconds of the first half.
Yeah, he got his ankle taped up. Allen's calling for the ball or pointing to it. Now he's got it.
On that shot,
defense.
That ball stripped away.
Ryan
Asher nearly buries it from half court at the half, and after 14 minutes of play, it's going to be the Springfield Rush 21, HEA Firebirds 17. Back with second half action and more after this break.
When my body needs relief, I real-time it. I'd like to introduce you to my knockout pain formula, real-time pain relief. It's soothing lotion, it's rich in nature's ingredients, and helps me manage discomfort day or night. And it smells great too. From muscle strains to soreness to simple backaches and arthritis. Real-time it and knock out your pain. It works for me and it will work for you. Real-time pain relief, it's a knockout. When my body needs relief, I real-time it. I'd like to introduce you to my knockout pain formula, real-time pain relief. It's soothing lotion, it's rich in nature's ingredients, and helps me manage discomfort day or night. And it smells great too. From muscle strains to soreness to simple backaches and arthritis. Real-time it and knock out your pain. It works for me and it will work for you. Real-time pain relief, it's a knockout.
Welcome back to Springfield, Missouri in the Evangel Ashcroft Center. My name is Paul Gilmore. And we're resuming with our second half action between Springfield Rush and HEA Firebirds. First shot of the second half was Jace Allen. He might have been blocked from behind, so no good on that attempt. Firebirds coming on their first possession. Working it inside to Heim, swinging it around. Rush continuing their 1-3-1 defense from the first half. This time Asher's going to fire up a three. And that's going to be nothing but net for Ryan Asher, his first basket of the game. And it cuts the deficit to 21-20 in favor of Springfield. Once again, inside to Allen, uses his body, and a Firebird comes over the top. And I believe that's going to be either Heim or Opsimer that was whistled for the foul. That's going to send Jace Allen to the free throw line. First free throws, nothing but net.
Well, I think this third quarter is going to tell how they write their story for the rest of the game, just like one of the famous people from southern Missouri is Mark Twain. He's remembered as his boyhood home in Missouri. Also, Walt Disney was from Missouri, too. So the Southern Missouri Rush has some famous people in it.
That three in the corner, no good from Opsimer. Rebound is pulled down by Gillen.
It's a pretty low-scoring game so far.
Both teams have done a good job defensively, making sure that they're staying tight to their assignments. This time Allen working through a triple team in the far corner. Bishop thought about the three. Instead, the Rush reset.
Paul, they are pretty evenly matched teams, too, so which makes those always competitive games, no matter the skill level.
And that foul, I believe, was called on Heim. And this time it's going to send Weisbrod to the free throw line. First free throw is short.
You know, I've always looked at the players nowadays and the kids, and they all have different shoes. When you and I played, we all had one color shoe for the team. You know, you had a team shoe, that's what you wore during the game. Nowadays, shoes are so popular that every kid has a different style or different shoe.
I don't think I could afford the shoes that these kids are wearing.
Yeah, there was I don't know if you talked to Rob yesterday, but somebody came in with some retro Jordans. He looked them up, and they were starting at $1,500. I mean, I could do a lot with $1,500, although I spend it on tennis shoes. But hey, if that's your thing.
I could spend it on Fazoli's.
Yeah, in fact, you wouldn't have to, because you could get free unlimited breadsticks when you dine in at Fazoli's. Free. Now, you get the $7.99 baked duo, of course. So, you know what? You could score a slam dunk with Fazoli's. There's two locations, one on East Independence and one in North Glenstone, right here in Springfield.
That was from Weisbrod, a very high degree of difficulty on his layup, as he was able to put it up and in and extend the Rush lead back to 4. Firebirds on the other end looking to answer, still facing this 1-3-1 defense. They've gotten some good looks from the corners, but have not been able to work it inside. That's going to be a three-pointer, no good from Copeman. And now coming back the other way, the Rush. Bishop out front. He drives to his left. Three-pointer on the way. That's going to be short from Gillen. Weisbrod attempted to save it, but it's going to go back to the Firebirds with 3:23 left in the third quarter.
If you're looking for birds, maybe Firebirds, but you can visit the Wonders of Wildlife, wondersofwildlife.org while you're in the Ozarks.
Couple of three-pointers no good for HEA, and now Springfield comes back the other way. Allen is able to get the basket once again.
Nice strong move by Allen. Took some contact, but kept focused on the rim. You know, a lot of players want to try to focus on the contact first before they score. He didn't. He focused to score first and knew the contact might be there.
Blocking foul is going to be called on Weisbrod. That's his second of the game. And the Firebirds are still continuing to look for some offensive rhythm in this third quarter. They've got one three-pointer. And again, not a very high-scoring affair either way, as the Rush only have 5 points this quarter, but that ball's tipped out by Bishop. But the Firebirds might need something other than some corner three-pointers to kind of get this 1-3-1, or to attack this 1-3-1, I should say.
It's time we have some more value baskets. If you haven't been to Culver's yet, you need to go to Culver's. Their custard is awesome, but you can get $1 off any value basket.
This time the corner three is up and rolls in and out from Copeman, but it'll stay with the Firebirds. Firebirds once again working the perimeter. Have not found a way to get it inside to the high post to Jonah Heim. That time Opsimer took it up no good before the rebound was controlled by Springfield. So nothing coming easy for either team in this third quarter. It's still a low scoring game, 26-20 as we approach the final minute. And Asher is going to be fouled as he gets the breakaway steal. And that's going to be Weisbrod's third. Second team foul of the half. In the corner, Opsimer for three. That's a big one. He had not been able to connect since early in the game. That's his second triple, and it cuts it back to three.
That three is brought to you by Oak Hills Christian College. Visit www.oakhills.edu.
Down low, working to find Allen again. Last touched by Jace, so it's going to go back to the Firebirds. Substitution for HEA as Noah Schwenk checks back in. Final minute of play here in the third quarter. In the corner once again, Opsimer. No, can't go back to back. Rebound pulled down by Weisbrod. We'll see if the Rush choose to wait for the final shot of the third quarter. And we're going to have a foul called on Jonah Heim. That's his third of this third quarter. And we're going to have a 30-second timeout by the Rush. They lead 26-23 with 17.7 seconds left here in the third quarter.
This timeout will be brought to you by the Ozarks Technical Community College System that offers associate's degrees and certificates in 100-plus technical, health sciences, and 2-year transfer degree programs, as well as a workforce development opportunities. Classes are available at 6 locations throughout Southwest Missouri, including the option to earn a complete associate degree online. Learn more about how OTC can help you start, restart, or finish your education. Visit students.otc.edu/tours. That is Ozarks Technical Community College.
.7 seconds left in the third period. Rush lead 26-23. Looks like they'll go for the final shot of the quarter. Gillen handles the rock at the half court. 7 seconds left. He decides to make his move. And we're going to have a foul called on Asher. That's going to be the fourth team foul with just 4.7 seconds left now. In the corner, they find a cutting Allen, and he puts it up just short, and that's going to do it. After 3 quarters of play, Springfield Rush 26, HEA Firebirds 23. Back for the final 7 minutes of play after this brief intermission.
Springfield, Missouri welcomes the National Christian Homeschool Basketball Championships. Check out local coupons at www.springfieldmo.org/coupons. There's all kinds of coupons for fun things, food, and festivities right here in southern Missouri. We'll welcome you back now to the fourth quarter. Here is Paul Gilmore.
Welcome back to the Evangel Ashcroft Center. 7 minutes to determine the winner of this Pool B game in the boys 16U. Three-pointer on the way. That's going to be short from DeLange. Now the Rush trying to work it inside to Allen, but without much success thus far. Asher has been fronting him and keeping the ball away from him as much as they can. He's done the primary bulk of the damage in the game thus far. On the backdoor cut, wow, somehow Gillen was able to keep his feet. And on the connection, he scores, which extends it back to a 5-point advantage. HEA now working against that 1-3-1 defense in the corners. Quickly whipping the ball around. Asher, a deep three, and that's nothing but net.
A deep three brought to you by Evangel University. Visit evangel.edu.
And that cuts the deficit to 2. 5.5 minutes to go.
It's anybody's game right now, Paul.
It certainly is. HEA has found the way to stay in this game. Wisebroad that time down low. That's no good. Gets his own offensive rebound. He's trapped at the baseline, and we're going to have a foul called. Or I believe the Rush called the timeout before the foul was whistled. And that will be a 30-second timeout for the Rush. Both these teams will have a chance to talk about it.
Well, I thought he got fouled on the shot there and then got the rebound, and I was hoping they weren't going to call a foul on the rebound, but it sure looked like there was enough contact to cause that shot to miss.
Yeah, Wisebroad was unable to connect on that layup attempt. And again, it's been a very low-scoring affair. HEA Firebirds, the entirety of their offense in the second half has been three-pointers. They've got 3 three-pointers. That's been all of their second half offense. Meanwhile, for the Rush, they've got 3 inside the paint baskets and 1 free throw. So 9-7 advantage for HEA, and that's why it's a 2-point game. As we come back in from the timeout, the Rush are going to have it underneath.
That 30-second timeout brought to you by Oak Hills Christian College in Bemidji, Minnesota.
The Rush looking again to try and work it inside to Allen if they can. He comes on the near side. On the drive, that's going to be a flip up and under by Gillen. He's had a couple of tough layups in this fourth quarter, and that extends the lead back to 4.
That was a nice move and a good time to get a little cushion in points, extending that lead, like you said, to 4 points.
3-pointer attempt from the corner, no good. Rebound batted around, ultimately ends up back in the hands of the Firebirds. Asher thought about it, stops and pops, no good. Rebound pulled down by Allen.
One thing we have seen a lot of in this game is defensive rebounds. Yesterday we had a lot of teams where we got a lot of offensive rebounds, which I thought was really unusual. We haven't seen that much today, so everybody's boxing out like they're supposed to and getting those rebounds.
Bishop kicks it in the corner to Graves. On the drive, once again, flipped up and high degree of difficulty. That's the 3rd straight layup by Jacob Gillen, and he's going to go to the line looking to add more.
Yeah, that was a 9.7 for degree of difficulty going through there, and he got it to fall. I don't know how it did, because it just went up in the air and went right through the bottom of the net. Didn't even touch the rim.
And Gillen has done a good job of taking advantage of the defense keying in on Jace Allen. It's allowed some defensive lapses for him to drive and penetrate, and that's 3 straight made layups for him here in the fourth quarter. And again, that's been the separation in the game.
Well, that is correct. 9.7 was correct, because that's what the judges are holding up, the side cards.
And the free throw is good from Gillen. Asher thought about the 3. Instead kicks it back to DeLange. Puts it up. That's going to be blocked by Graves. Ends up in the hands of Allen. And you can see Brady Bishop telling his team, let's slow it down.
These two teams have never quit, especially the Rush. They keep pushing it here. Their famous, one of their famous residents, Kid Rock, that is one of his songs, Never Quit.
Rush methodically working the offense. Ironically, they're in no rush, as they have a 7-point lead with under 3 minutes to go. Working the ball around the perimeter.
And the Firebirds need to put a little fireworks in the defense and try to get some active hands in there to get a stop and get down the other, which they just do.
This time DeLange puts it up and in. A much needed basket for the Firebirds. And they're going to call a quick timeout as the Rush lead 33-28, 2:32 to go.
We'll be back with a short message from one of our sponsors.
When my body needs relief, I real-time it. I'd like to introduce you to my knockout pain formula, real-time pain relief. It's soothing lotion, it's rich in nature's ingredients, and helps me manage discomfort day or night. And it smells great too. From muscle strains to soreness, to simple back aches and arthritis. Real-time it and knock out your pain. It works for me, and it will work for you. Real-time pain relief, it's a knockout.
Welcome back for the final 2:32 of the fourth period. We still have a close one here, 28-33, as the Rush have pulled out to a little lead, but the Firebirds are making a run here in the end. Paul, this is crucial 2:32 and a crucial possession for the Rush.
Yeah, the Rush have to make sure they take care of the ball. Firebirds obviously getting more aggressive on the defensive end, as now there's a trap, and that is going to be a steal that was last touched by a Rush player, Wisebroad. So it'll stay with the Firebirds.
Yeah, Wisebroad, number 22, is lucky he didn't get called for the undercut foul there. But we are not in the bonus, so it would have not put anybody at the free throw line.
Now the Firebirds looking to answer. Still a two-possession game. They've got to get something going to cut this lead even more. In the corner, they get it to Opsimer. That one is thrown over the head of Parker DeLange.
That is not what they needed with 2 minutes to go. That was a key possession right there. Now Rush can hopefully work the ball around, take a little time off the clock. But the Firebirds are coming out, and they get a steal there, Paul.
Yeah, that's certainly not the offensive play drawn up. You obviously want to try to get it to the region MVP, Allen, but that ball was tipped. And then we've got a push foul. Or no, I think they called him offensively for a hook.
Well, the official saw the hook from the other side, but we saw the knee hook him from the front side too, so it could have gone either way right there. But based on where the official was watching the play from, that's what he saw.
And now the Rush get a redo on the last possession as they're looking to keep control offensively, and that ball is going to stay with the Rush. Last touch by the Firebirds. They're arguing otherwise, but with 1 minute and 36 seconds left to play, the Rush have to be very careful about how they handle the ball the rest of the game. In the corner, they find Graves. Work it inside to Allen. That ball's tipped, but gets back to Wisebroad, back out top to Gillen. And Firebirds were looking for an offensive forearm. Bishop now working the handle at the top. He's trapped. Gets it over to Wisebroad. Now Gillen. That ball ends up in the hands of Graves, who puts it in.
For a nice, easy two.
That's Graves' first basket of the day, and it's a big one. In the corner, three by Opsimer, no good.
It is big.
Before Wisebroad is fouled.
Pushes it to a 7-point lead, and now the Firebirds have to foul to add more possessions to it potentially. So all depends on how the Rush can shoot free throws.
And that is, the refs took a look at Wisebroad. They wanted to see, it looked like on his left hand he might have had some blood, but not enough to keep him from shooting these free throws. Well, I guess now they're going to have him go get taken care of. I'm not sure if they're going to just wipe this away or put a Band-Aid on it or something, but he does have some blood on the left hand that's going to have to be tended to. So they're going to have him go out of the game for these free throws. Yep, and they're going to have Landon Odell as the free throw shooter. Odell at the line. He shoots the first, and that's good. Nothing but net. So two players making key points. That is their first points of the game. The last basket by Graves, and now the free throw by Odell, as he could not convert on the second, but that first free throw was his first point of the game. 8-point advantage now, and that's going to be stolen away by Brady Bishop.
Every foul now is going to put the Rush in the bonus.
And that foul was on Heim.
So we'll have a free throw shooting contest the rest of the way, it appears. But they're going to Firebirds are going to have to, just to keep the possessions.
So Bishop shoots the first. That is short. Now DeLange comes the other way. Gets it to Opsimer. Opsimer fires a deep three. That's off. That's an air ball, and it will go back to the Rush. So The Firebirds are at a point where they've got to get some baskets quickly. Unfortunately, that one ended in an air ball. And now we'll see if they choose to continue to foul or if they want to let this game play out. Yeah, it looks like now they're not choosing to foul. They're just pressing three-quarters court. Now Allen gets it back to Gillen.
It's only a 3-possession game. I'm not sure why they wouldn't. Now they foul, but they wasted 6 seconds getting the ball across the court when they should have fouled back there. I know the object is to try to get the quick steal on a throw-in. Then if you don't get it, foul quickly, but that's not what happened.
Right, and it's at the point now where, like you mentioned, it's not a 1-possession game. It's a 3-possession game. So
Right.
those 6-7 seconds are more valuable than any
Absolutely.
free throws.
If he makes this free throw, it's going to push it to a 4-possession game and nearly impossible at this point.
So if Gillen can connect on this next free throw, it will be a double-digit deficit that the Firebirds are facing with just 22.2 seconds left. And he does.
That should seal the game, but you never know. We've never count anybody out, especially in this tournament.
And now the ball will stay with the Firebirds. 17.8 seconds left. We'll see if they can get some good shots up. That one a step back three-pointer, and that's going to be short, no good. And the rebound comes back to the Rush, and it looks like that's going to just about do it. So in this boys 16 and under Division I Pool B, the Southern Missouri Rush 38, HEA Firebirds 28. The next game coming up is going to be boys 14 and under pool play between the Northside Lions and the Bluegrass Blazers. Want to make sure you stick around for that one and all the other action happening today at Evangel. On behalf of CJ Pomeroy and Scott Bagg, my name is Paul Gilmore, and we've got some boys 14 action coming up next.